Hi, this is Around the House with Kay and Tom. Just found out, having unexpected company for dinner tonight, so need something quick and easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix some pasta right quick. And so what I got rotini pasta. I have a pound of ground chuck. I've got a can of Ro-Tel, diced tomatoes and green chilies, and a jar of Romano and Ricotte cheese, plus onion. We're going to get this cooked right quick and have it all ready when they get here. So we will get started. First thing I've got to do is I have got to put the pasta on and let that be cooked. While I'm waiting for my water to get hot so I can cook my pasta, I'm just going to grate up this onion right quick. It's easier for me to grate it than to chop it. So, but if you'd rather have the bigger lumps of onion in it, by all means chop up your onion. And when you grate an onion, the best thing to do is always use what they call the rough side, which, as you can see, that's the rough side. So we'll just grate this one up right quick. We'll get this chopped up, grated up right quick. This is the other half of the onion. I have found out that if you leave the back side of the onion on and put it against the grater, it does a lot better. It doesn't come apart. Not quite as bad. I do hope you'll join my channel. I enjoy doing this stuff. I know Tom did a lot. I can honestly say I wished I had listened more to him and his ideas and his suggestions, because I worked, and so when I got home, this was the farthest thing from my mind, was to cook anything or to be involved in the kitchen. And that was his pride and joy, was to have me something when I got home from work. And I don't think, I'm sure that somewhere along the line there was some stuff that he had that I did not like, but right offhand right now I honestly can't remember anything that he cooked that I didn't like. So we're going to put the onions in here, and I'm going over here, and my water should be boiling to put my pasta on, and we're going to get the ground beef or hamburger, whichever you prefer to call it. And that onion actually made a little over a half a cup, not much, but that definitely is enough onion. So let's get the pasta in the pot. Okay, my water's boiling right along. So we will pour the pasta in the boiling water. And it says 7 minutes is how long it takes this to cook. So, in the meantime, we will start with the hamburger. Okay, I'm heating up my pan, and I'm going to put the hamburger in this pan and let it start cooking. And this hamburger probably, or ground beef, should probably be done by the time my pasta gets done. Or pretty close to it anyway. It's already frying. I had to go back and get my handy dandy spatula that I like. I'd love to find another one like this. All the ones I find are sort of flimsy now. They're not as sturdy as this one. This has been a good one. See, the hamburger is already browning. So while that's browning, I'm going to go ahead and put my onions in here and cook my onions too. What is it about cooked onions that always smells so good? You can go in a restaurant and when you open the door, if you smell onions, it always makes you onions and fresh bread. Makes you think that's a good place to eat. Cooking right along. Tom and I had always talked about if we bought another house, we was going to have one that has the middle island to it, so that when we did videos, you didn't reach across. You could have the camera sitting on the other side and showing everything a lot better than reaching across. Because we definitely don't have all of this newfangled stuff that a lot of people have, but we have sure made out with what we had. Let me stir this pasta just a little bit. It's got about 2 more minutes on that. And I am going to drain this hamburger just right quick, because it did seem to have a lot of juice in it. There we go. And we're going to add our tomatoes. And again, this is just a can of Ro-Tel tomatoes with some chilies in it. sure that the onions are a little bit done. Oh yes. Makes a pretty dish. And I'm going to put this jar of this Romano and ricotta cheese in here. Cut my eye down just a little bit. And just let it sit here and simmer for just a few minutes. And if you have a lid that would go on your pot, you could actually put the lid on it and just let it sit here and simmer. I actually picked up the wrong frying pan to do this in, because I do not have a lid for this one. But since it's just about all done, I do not see a reason to dirty up another one. See, that looks good enough to eat without even putting anything else on it. Putting the noodles or anything in it. It looks just like chili. You could have chili. Okay, we're going to let it simmer just for a moment, and in the meantime, I'm going to dump out my spaghetti, my pasta, and we will be ready to put this on it, and we'll have us a lovely, lovely dish. And again, this is Kay and Tom around the house, and please subscribe to our channel. So let's get this dumped out and drain, and we'll be ready to put this stuff, the sauce on it. Okay, off the stove it goes, and our noodles looks real good. We're just going to drain it right here in this pot right quick. Well, in this colander is not a pot. Let it cool just for a few moments, and we're going to pour it in a bowl and mix it together and salt and pepper it, and we should be ready to eat. Now we're going to dump the noodles right here in this bowl. They've cooled off a little bit. Put a little salt and pepper on everything. I don't put a lot of salt and pepper, as you probably know listening to my videos, but I will put a little bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our mixture off of the stove. And we're just going to pour it right here, right on top of this. And then we're just going to stir up everything, get everything mixed together. And here I go again. I'm going to go back and get my same little spatula. And we're just going to stir this up right quick. This spatula is so stiff that it's just so easy to stir with. Okay, all mixed up. So I'm just going, since I'm having guests, we're going to put it in a little bit better looking bowl and just let it sit here. And oh, I was beginning to think I needed to get a bigger bowl, but nope, that held it just right. Now here's the finished product, and I've just ate some of it, and it sure is tasty. So give this a try and come back to see me again. And don't forget to subscribe. Kay and Tom Around the House. Have a good night. Bye.